The heritage of children, taken from Psalms 127 verses 1 to 5. The second part of Solomon's song switched to celebrate the blessing of children from verse 3. Children are a heritage from the Lord. The other words that would mean heritage, children are a legacy, an inheritance, an ancestry, lineage, patrimony from the Lord. Patrimony is a valued asset passed from one generation to another. The kids in your care are a valued asset unto you from God. They carry a higher weight of value than your job. Kids are greater than your dream house, better than working abroad at their expense. Treat the heritage from the Lord with honor. Mold them with character and godliness. Give them roots to be able to stand in the storms of life. Give them wings so that they can fly free to fulfill their God-given potential. Give them things that last, like moral values, character, conviction, passion, and vision. These virtues represent true legacy. We seem to have lost a lot of things at the fireplace where grandparents taught all things in riddles. We are now questioning what happened to the kids today. Nothing happened. We just lost the fireplace. Imagine a world with selfless people, kinder individuals, obedient citizens. It all starts with our kids. Behold, children are a heritage from the Lord. We nearly spend half of our lifetime parenting and sacrificing for people who will later leave us at 18. In a blink of an eye, you'll be hugging your children goodbye and returning to an empty house. What you call true parenting is a journey to emptying our nest. We gradually lose the grip and let our children be independent adults with wings to fly on their own. You will miss the time when they were young and their voices rang in the halls of our houses. Some jobs and meetings that took our time and attention will now look insignificant when children reach the moment of leaving home. We will have two feelings: I'm glad I did it, or I wish I did it. To be in their memories tomorrow, you must first be in their lives today. When you have got kids, it is an 18-year project if you do good work. However, if you do shoddy work, what was meant to be 18 turns out to be a lifetime project. The empty nest will soon come to all of us, and we must be ready to meet it. Some people are already living in an empty nest. Daniel, Shadrach, and Abednego were only about 14 years when they stood for God in a secular country. For 3 years, the boys had been enrolled on a crash program to learn about astronomy, astrology, and architecture. Yet even the most secular professor could not wash away their faith. Mama had done a great job that his 14-year-old boys could not be washed out while they lived abroad. Imagine your 14-year-old on the streets of New York and London. And to the children, you're entitled to the best education here in the country and abroad. But you must live out the values and defend them to your last breath. Holiday time is not a time to watch all the videos till your head is spinning. Be involved in chores, play some brain games, develop a talent, participate in a sport, and be able to be productive. Arguing is not the best way of getting your parents to understand you. Honor them so that your days on earth can be many. We obey our parents not because it is easy, but because it is right. We will teach you how to be kind, but you must choose to be kind because character is self-imposed. Verse 3b, the fruit of your womb is a reward. Not so many families have this blessing of children. God has rewarded some, and some are still on the waiting list. Some will never have children because of biological reasons. Others will only end at one child due to medical reason, and sometimes separation and divorce. So you are lucky to have the gift from God. Not so many families in the world have had the blessing of children. In Uganda, 10 to 15% of the couples experience barrenness. That translates to about 5 million couples with infertility in Uganda. I read stories of moms whose wombs cannot hold children and they have to hire surrogate moms. It costs about $40,000 to hire a surrogate mom. Your womb has been rewarded with a child. Drop some days' activities and be present to parent your children. Whatever you give time shows what you value most. Thank you for listening.